With the launch of the Beelzemon Advanced deck, it's time we change up that purple Beelzemon deck. Hey there everybody, welcome to Trial Gaming. Today we have Digimon Sealed Only Slide-Deckvolution Episode 4. Episode 3, well, at the end of it, introduced some brand new rules. Episode 3 was also the first episode since pretty much the intro series that didn't have any matches. Now, that is for good reason. Finding matches in this game, I don't know why Digimon seems to have great presence online, nobody seems to want to face me in any matches. I don't know if my wording's wrong or people just don't think a Digimon Sealed Only series has the time of day for it. I don't know, seriously. If you're interested at all in facing me, whether privately or for this series, which I would greatly appreciate, let me know down in the comments below. Hit me up on Instagram, Twitter. All the links should be in the description below. But this episode, we're going a little bit more advanced. Well, 2 times the advance. The Beelzemon Purple Structure deck, Advanced deck. Same difference, I'm a Yu-Gi-Oh player, but I'm also a Digimon player. And honestly, these 2 decks will transform our Purple Beelzemon deck, which is our secondary. If you do not know, Episode 3, we did go over what we got and how the yellow primary deck, Yellow Rapidmon, is looking. But that deck is really old compared to this format. This Beelzemon deck, however, is for the current format, which means this secondary deck is 1,000,000 times more powerful than that yellow primary deck we run with Rapidmon. Now, that doesn't mean I solely want to focus and make the secondary the primary or anything like that, no. But what it does mean is, because of the new rules, which if you didn't catch last episode, I will really quickly show them to you now. If you needed to pause to go back to read any of the parts, go ahead. I tried to simplify the rules to make them much simpler, much easier, but also to set a 2-week, or about 2-week time limit. Now, I mentioned before in episode 3, but if a duel comes across that's a duelist or somebody wants to face off, a day or something after the 2 weeks, I'll hold off knowing that. But if it approaches that 2 weeks and I only have 1, 2, or even no matches, I'm just going to go for it. If somehow within 2 weeks I get all 3 matches done or at least scheduled, then I know whenever they are done, I'm good to go. But this episode, what are we going to do? Well, because we had no matches last episode, if you saw in the rules, we get 10 packs, not to mention Patreon packs. But because of those new rules, anytime a new product or new ban list comes out that can change one of our decks, we're able to purchase 2 of them. I wonder why it's 2. That's an oddly specific number. Who knows? But guys, I hope you enjoy this episode. Hopefully we have some matches. But next up, I'm actually going to show you what our new secondary gold deck list looks like. And then we'll get to the opening and see how much of that gold deck list we can actually get in this singular episode. This is the gold Beelzemon purple deck list. Brand new, guys. I want to be honest with you. I've had to record this so many times. So, the original gold deck list was amazing. And then I caught a couple cards I had not thought about putting in. So, I revamped it, right? Boom, nice, it's been revamped. Then, I start to look for matches, right? I have the deck that I was going to play this episode fully done. I had the gold deck list built twice now, fully done. And I start messaging people looking for matches. Saying, hey guys, I'm looking to play BT12 Beelzemon Purple. Anyone down for a match? One guy messages back and says, oh, sorry about your deck on the ban list, dude. Tough time. Maybe we can play some other time, though. And I didn't. I said, oh, yeah, thanks. Yeah, definitely maybe another time. Trying to be nice. Immediately, my brain went to, what the fuck does he mean ban list? So, I went to look. This EX2 Impmon, right here, had been hit to 1. It's been restricted. I then realized I had to not only re-record this for the 3rd time and change it up, but I had to change my entire deck I was playing that week So I've actually extended the filming of this a couple extra days to find matches because I also had to completely rebuild the deck I was going to use. Well, not completely rebuild, but trust me, there's enough differences when you're thinking, oh, hey, this Impmon EX2, I'm going to play all 4 copies I have. Well, guess what? You're now down to 1. Now you have to find 3 other cards to throw in. Not to mention, Yamon is not as good anymore, so you don't want to play 4 of him. But I didn't want to put Yamon to 2 and bring Pagumon to 3, so I decided to put Pagumon to 2, and it's an ordeal. It was an ordeal. So if you did not know, June 1st, Impmon went to 1. I did not know this. By the time I built the deck and was playtesting it, it was the 3rd or the 4th. Right? So the next thing I know, fast forward, bam, boom, I'm looking for matches. And yeah, EX2 Impmon has been limited to 1. So this is the new goal deck list. There may be changes made to this. I don't know yet. I do want to say that the yellow hybrid deck is going to get a change as well next episode. It'll have a new goal deck list, guys. But today, let's focus on Beelzemon purple. So the egg, the Digitama deck, 3 Yamon, 2 Pagumon. I'm debating if I want to put Pagumon to 3 because it's a lot better to see early on compared to Yamon. But Yamon does have a lot of great capabilities as well. But when you go into the scroll down here, the BT2 Impmon, this Pagumon gets a lot better, and this Yamon gets a lot worse. That being said, guys, this is our Digi-Egg for our Digitama deck or Digi-Egg deck for right now. It may see another Yamon Pagumon switch. May take Yamon down to 2 and put Pagumon up to 3. I don't know yet. I wanted another name for Impmon. And I had more copies of the EX2 Impmon, but obviously I wanted to make sure I could maximize as much on the Impmons. And so I did throw in the promo Impmon as a one-of, just because if he's security, great. If not, he's a base Impmon that can go into Yamon or Pagumon without too much worry. Then obviously we have the EX2 Impmon. It being hit down to 1 is kind of rough, but hey, it happens. We have the starter, the ST14 Impmon. Turn more cards from trash. Did you want to make Digivolve into Beelzemon from trash for Digievolution cost of 3? It's great, has a good inherited effect, so we obviously are playing that at 4. Moving to the last Impmons, we obviously have BT2 Impmon on deletion, trash top 3 cards. Amazing. And then obviously Impmon X Antibody. Now, I love this X Antibody, and so playing it at 4 is definitely there, and that's why another reason I wanted that extra Impmon name is so that if we really need to go into this from that other Impmon, we can without much worry. Moving to the level 4s, we have Beelzemon. When he's trashed from deck, gain 1 memory. When attacking, reveal 1 purple card from your hand, place on top of your deck, which is amazing. It's another Iron Mako. Fantastic. Beelzemon X Antibody, again, just another great card to go with Beelzemon. It's another 4. When attacking, if can trash top 2 for inherited. When Digivolving, trash top 2. Just a lot of trashing. Also could possibly gain blocker, which could be interesting and useful. Moving to level 5s, we have Beelzemon. Beelzemon is amazing. It trashes on Digievolution. It gains on deletion. If there's 10 or more cards in trash, you may play Beelzemon from your trash. And its inherited does give mainly the Beelzemon or the Beelzemon X Antibody boosts, which is actually pretty interesting. Can get it to, well, let's just talk about him. Beelzemon X Antibody here. Originally, I didn't run him in the deck, but I quite liked him, and I almost put him to 2 at one point when the Impmon got restricted. I was debating about putting him to 2, but decided no, I'm going to keep him at 1. Originally in the first deck list, I did not have him. I rearranged the second gold deck list to put an X-Body Beelzemon in. And now, obviously, he's still here. I debated about putting a second one in when the restriction happened, but I did not. He's amazing. Return an X Antibody from trash to your hand. He can go over the other Beelzemon, giving him damage. You can also, giving him DP. he can stack even more DP on the other ones, and obviously he can trash, toxic cards of your deck, and he can delete level 4 lower. It actually comes in handy. Then going to the suite of Beelzemons. Level 6, obviously we have the EX2 Beelzemon at 2, the starter Beelzemon at 2, and then Beelzemon X Antibody at 2. Thankfully, it's one of those things where all of these are fantastic options, and X Antibody is extremely strong. But let's also talk about Blast Mode. This is also from the structure deck, just like the Beelzemon ST14. And when it comes down to it, this lineup of 2 of each I feel is really great. I don't think I need more Beelzemon than this, but I also don't want some of the other Beelzemon that don't have as good effects as these. So that takes care of it for the Digimon. Honestly, I play tested this deck a lot when I was trying to build it, and honestly, this suite of Beelzemons, 2 of each, really felt like the perfect amount, just because I have some bad luck sometimes milling, not always, but in test hands occasionally I would, if I only had one Blast Mode, I'd accidentally mill it, or, so I like having the 2 of each. It really actually feels pretty good. And then moving to our tamer first, before the options. Iron Marco from the starter, or advanced deck technically. I see the ST and it makes me want to say starter instead of advanced. I hope they change that to like AD or something, because seeing ST makes me immediately want to say starter deck, or structure for Yu-Gi-Oh too. So it's one of those things I probably say that a lot until I get fully used to it. This Iron Marco is a lot better than the other one. It's really adorable. I love the purple Digivice. This purple Digivice was always my favorite from Tamers. And yeah, so it really was one of those things where this one was just absolutely my favorite. Beelzemon was awesome. And hands down, Iron Marco has great effect, revealing top 4. Seeing most of our deck is 1, either Evil Wizard or Demon Lord. It usually doesn't miss, but it is possible. And then obviously spending it, return one card from your deck, so we can stack any of these amazing trashed effects. Or even clear out our hand for something we really don't want to draw that we'd rather have in the grave for later. Like an X Antibody. Now, Deathslinger, obviously trash from deck, gain 1 memory. It is just a level 4 lower deletion for 4, which isn't bad early on. And obviously 10 cards in your trash adds 1. And if you draw this later on, 4 to get a possible, 6 or 7 very easily in this deck makes Deathslinger amazing for just 4 cost. Rivals Barrage, I don't think I'd ever in playtesting actually use the main effect of delete one of your opponents with the highest digi level, but at 7 cost, just to instant target delete ain't bad. But also that it's delayed to return 1 card from trash to your hand does come in handy when milling, especially if you hit the 1-ups. But like I said, that's another reason I like to run everything at 2, and hence why X Antibodies at 2. Seventhfold Cluster is the only card I really liked at 1. Outside of X Antibody, although I debated about moving him to 2, and this other Impmon was just kind of, to fill up the gap for the Impmons removed. But Sevenfold Cluster is pretty good. Trash when one of your opponents evolves into X Antibody, return to your hand. Return to bottom deck, delete one of your opponents with the lowest level. Main, delete one of your opponents with the lowest level. It's just, it's good, but you kind of do want to see it in your trash, so you don't want to just have it sitting in your hand. It's not bad for a desperate thing, but yeah, it's a 1-up that you want in the trash. I don't think you'd want more. And then X Antibody, this is the interesting thing, is when I had it at 1 in the original deck list, I did have it at 1, I never saw it. And then when I added Balmon, and I was playtesting, early on, before I made the second gold deck list, I didn't see it anymore either. X Antibody always seemed to be in security and not being hit during playtesting, or just not drawing. So I put it to 2, and I saw that boost in seeing it, especially being dumped, because I don't know what it was at 1. I could never find this card, and it kind of stung, so I did put X Antibody to 2. If I put X Antibody to 1, I don't know what I'd replace, because I'd want 2 for if I had 2 Balmon X Antibody. So yeah, guys, this is the gold deck list. Try to explain it. I am a little sore, like mentally, after having to change this deck list multiple times. I know in playtesting I kind of had a generic idea of what I wanted to do with it, and it felt great playtesting it kind of with the first one. Like I said, I saw a couple of issues, losing blast mode at 1 or X antibody at 1. Second round, I made changes, threw in Beelzemon X antibody, threw in another blast mode, threw in an extra X antibody. I didn't have this Impmon. I had 4 Yamon, I had 1 Pokemon, and I think I had 3 of this Impmon. So going to 1 isn't as bad as losing, like, it completely. But yeah, going from 3 copies. No, wait. I had 4 of this. I think I only had 3 of this one. Yeah, I had 4 of this, 3 of this one. My bad, I got that mixed up. But yeah, I had less of the starter Impmon. But as soon as this got hit, I wanted to maximize Impmon names. So I always had the BT2 at 4, but I had the starter one down to 3. But I bumped it up to 4 and added this other Impmon to fill the 2, or the 3 that we lost. Per Impmon to, this Impmon to 4, add this Impmon. And then I believe I added the extra X antibody at that point as well. That's what I believe I did anyways. Either ways, guys, I'm mentally drained on this. So what you're going to see next is the actual deck list we'll be playing this episode if we find any matches. Hopefully we find at least one. And don't forget, next episode we will be changing the yellow hybrid deck list to a more modern list, seeing that that one is kind of stuck back in the era of BT7 and 8. We're now in BT12 or ST14 format. And BT13's going to be here before we know it, and I really want to progress the series along, so upgrading both the decks to more modern power level, as close to modern power level as I can, helps. But this deck, guys, next, obviously, you will see the pack opening, I believe, and then the gold deck list, I think. Yeah, that's right. I haven't done the pack opening yet at the time. Well, obviously, like I said, I've recorded this multiple times, guys, so I'm really burnt out on this. But yeah, so next, obviously, you'll see the pack opening, and then we'll see the gold deck list. I mean, the deck list we're using this episode. This is the gold deck list. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore, guys. I've recorded this so many times. I've worked on this deck so much, and I was hoping this episode would be the first one without bumps in the road. And there's been so many bumps, guys. Thank you so much for watching, guys. And next, enjoy the pack opening. I know what we've gotten. Hopefully I didn't spoil any of it by trying to discuss this deck. Alright, guys. Now, obviously, I've shown it off plenty of times this episode. But we are opening both the advanced Beelzemon decks this episode. Honestly, I am super excited. But that is not all we have. As I mentioned, we have 10 packs and 5 bonus packs from Patreon. Cross time, BT12. Obviously, what better, seeing we have a lot of cards we need from here for the Beelzemon lineup. Couple of common, but obviously the biggest ones would be Beelzemon X antibody. Now, guys, we don't get to open this whole box. We only get 15 packs. So let's actually do this. I have not opened these Beelzemon decks yet, so we will do that first. But I want to get this box open and pull out the packs. So let me do that really quick. There we go. Got my trusty letter opener. And yeah, I'm actually super excited opening up newer product. That's one thing about Digimon in the series is I keep wanting to open up product and do more. And the delay on the series is another reason I'm just pushing forward. Now, obviously, we have the promo stuff, which does not count against. And we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we obviously have 10 packs. That's the base because we had no matches last episode. But we get an additional 1. Oh, this is sliding all over the place. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me fix this box up really quick and slide this box over to the side. So we have 15 packs here. 15 packs we'll be opening. But we will save these until the absolute end. 15 packs there, as well as these two bonus packs, the limited card pack, as well as the promotional pack. Super excited. Super excited to see what's in here. But yeah, we are going to slide these packs over to the side, because this is what's most important, the advanced deck list. Now, honestly, I think I am going to use the sleeves in here. I love the sleeves in here. So yeah, I think we may be switching our sleeves out from those other ones. So let me, letter opener needs to cut open the side little sealant. Actually, I should be more worried if it wasn't sealed. I just went to open it up like it wasn't sealed, and that's pretty stupid of me. You know? Wow, this thing is like really sealed. Oh, it's because I was cutting through the actual box. Let's cut open this one too really quick. Wow, that just... I don't know what it is about this box, but it does not want to be opened by like anybody. I'm going to stab myself one of these times. And I almost just did it right there. Wow. There we go. Man, that was difficult. So, let's pop the first bad boy out. Boom. Now, those sleeves are absolutely amazing, guys. Hope if the glare didn't get in the way. But yeah, these sleeves are absolutely outstanding. You know, is my light actually blinding them? I think it is. That's a little bit better. I don't know how much better. Hold on. Let me adjust the light really quick. Alright, that's better. But yeah, these sleeves are absolutely fantastic. So yeah, we'll definitely be using these. Cool battle mat, but obviously we have this play mat here, so that will just go to the side for now. And then obviously we have the deck and here. Now I know there is that alternative art Beelzemon. I can move these sleeves over here. So is the Beelzemon art going to be in the main deck? Is it going to be over here? I do not know, but let's go over the deck. There we go. So obviously we're going to have some dupes here, because for Yammon, the Impmon, ooh, that actually has texture to it. It's quite nice. We have Candlemon, Pascomon, Porcupamon, Richmon. There's the Balmons, Beelzemon, whoa, Beelstarmon, Blast Mode, the Ayamakos, Rivals Barrage, Impmons. Oh, I didn't realize the Wizardmons were in here. I have not actually seen a box opening for this. I thought these were promo cards. Oh, that makes that whole statement I made earlier stupid. Skull Satamon, Deathslinger, and... oh, these are actually really cool. And I like the weight to them. And then obviously have these cards. Okay. So yeah, obviously we would need both decks to get done. So really quickly, I am just going to pop open this other one. Sleeves to the side. I just hit the mic. Sorry, guys. Grab this. Grab this. And we will just throw this back over here. All right, so obviously the deck is absolutely the same, you know. The Yamons, Impmons, Candlemon, you know, the Fascomon. We really just went all over this stuff. But I think if there's going to be the alt art Beelzemon, that's going to be in the... I do feel stupid that the Beelzemon's in here, and I didn't even know that. Skull Satamon. It would be in this other pack, right? So there's the cards, and there's these guys. I like the weight to these, I have to be honest. I can move that to the side. So here we go. This is from box 1. I'm going to throw those cards here. So I think if we get the alt art Beelzemon, I think it's new. I have not seen a box opening, so I actually didn't truly know what was in here. So, yeah, so we got a Gilmon, a Vmon, an Argomon, Tactical Retreat. I wonder if that's going to be playable in our other deck. It could be. Sinarzamon. Oh, alt art Pargamon. We are definitely using that. Oh, other Impmon. Another Impmon. Beelzemon and X Antibody. Okay, so there's a BT2 Beelzemon in here. I should have totally watched a video. So that's where the other art alt Beelzemon could be. Is there, I think. Interesting. As you can see, I've done no research. I've researched the deck, but not the actual box, because I didn't want to spoil it for myself. Vmon, Argomon, Tactical Retreat, Shinarazimon. We already got the Pargamon, Impmon, Beelzemon, and X Antibody. Alright, guys. So that takes care of the decks. Obviously, we'll show you guys the actual deck list for the deck if we play any matches this episode in a minute. But we still have some more packs to open. So first, let's do the box art promotion pack. Looks like it's a green card. Oh no. Yeah, it is. And we've got a Yasabon. Okay. I miss that the promotional stuff doesn't have some sort of special like promo aspect to it. And the limited card pack has an Impmon and a Bulukolomon. That Impmon's cool. Yeah, we take that. We take that all day. Because that's the that's the one where it's like, screw you, lady. Alright, across time, guys, we have, let's actually just bring them all on the screen. 5, 10, 15 of these packs, guys. Now, what are we open for? Well, the X Antibodies. Wizardmon, Impmon, Beelzemon. And I think we are also looking for that 7th. Oh, I can't. 7th. Oh, boy. What is it called? Give me a minute. I can totally remember this, guys. 7th Full Circle? No. It wasn't Circle. Cluster. All right, let's do this. BT12. Gilmon. Ibibergamon. Tomon. Zenimon. Impmon X Antibody. There's one of the guys we need. I'll pull him out, put him to the side. Pyro Dragons, Bergamon, Aru Suzaki, Torikawa Bulmon. Whoop, skipped ahead. Lanamon. Isn't she adorable? Yeah, she is. And Ancient Miramon. Rare and Super Eradication Attack. To wrap up that first box. Or first pack. We got one antibody of the Impmons. Alright, let's keep going. There's no way we could build the whole deck in one episode, so, you know. Okay, guys. Let's see if it'll autofocus. Come on. There we go. Yakimon, Terrarmon, Bergamon, Dobermanmon, Geogreymon, Yasamon, Pillowmon, Possumon, Cozenmon, Arrestamon, Davis, and a Shine Greymon. That's actually pretty cool. Okay, next pack. Yeah, I'm not going to do the split them into colors anymore. I'm going to do that afterwards because I realized how much time that actually took in a pack opening. You know? Calamaramon. Still wouldn't say no. Beelzemon X Antibody. We hit one of those. Pyro Dragons. Makemon. Chohakaimon. Aramimon. Flamemon. Koromon. Psychmon. XVmon. Marcus Damon. And Emperor Greymon. So we got Shine and then we got Emperor. Not bad. The fact we've hit a Beelzemon and an Impmon in like the first few packs is actually really going to do this to me now. Is really actually impressive. That's a good sign for the low rarity version. And we still have to keep for 7th. I literally just said it. Cluster something. Oh, this is so not wanting to open. There we go. This pack is giving me trouble, so it better be worth it. Omni Shoutmon, Jokermon, Betsumon, Vmon, Metal Life Krogamon, Growlmon, Mercurymon, Takimon, Shoutmon King version, Stingmon, Pyrodramon Dragon Mode, and Metal Greymon. Getting a lot of Greymon. That's cool. Alright. If these first 5 would be considered Patreon packs, and the Patreon packs have treated us pretty well, to be honest. There we go. Man, these... I need to take it slower. I keep tearing these quick, and I need to tear them slow. Spiking Strike. Sagamon. Wisemon. Agumon. Great Maelstrom. Laplace Demon. Potamon. Monimon. Jackmon. Possumon. Final Crossblade. And Watchmaker. You know, from Greymon to an old guy. Okay, if we just take this slow. There we go. Patience. Come on, autofocus. Tomon. Pillowmon. An Impmon X Antibody. Greymon. Gekomon. Yanimon. Shoutmon. That's cool artwork. Digimon. Astamon. Anamon. Takuya. And Ancient Risemon. Oh, that has like a little dent in the corner. That's unfortunate. And it's just a rare, but still. So we have 2 X-Antibody Impmon and 1 Wizardmon. I could not be more happy. Hopefully we see more. Okay. Yakimon. Betsumon. Mermon. Agumon. Gilmon, Heavy Boogermon, Zenimon, Restramon, Shoutmon King version, Uamano, Rise Greymon, and Davis Motomiya. I like the new artworks of the of Davis and them, the season 2, all growing up for the next Digimon movies. That looks cool, honestly. I think they all look pretty great. Omni Shoutmon. There we go. Laplace Demon. Dobermon. Hormone Blast. Spiking Strike. Geogreymon. Ganimon. Stingmon. Koromon. Shogun Gekomon. Overflowing Power. And Aldemon. Aldemon's cool, man. Just saying. Alright, we have 7 packs left. And hopefully we find one of our 7th, you know, whatever they're called. Cluster. Shoutmon, I like that artwork. Footmon. Metal Like Krogamon. Chuchumon. Great Maelstrom. Agumon, Micmon, Psychmon, Kakimon, Agumon, Watchmaker, and Quartzmon. Nothing like a big, creepy techno bug. Alright, guys. This is the... After this, 5 packs left after this one. Come on, let's see more of the X antibodies. Jokermon, Swimmon, Thormon, Greymon, Chohakaimon, Kawamaramon, Risemon, Rentabari, Demivemon, Lampmon, Takuya Kabara, and War Greymon. Awesome. Okay, guys. 5 packs left. Can there be a bunch of Impmon and Wizardmon X antibodies? Can we get our 7th? And maybe can we see our, I don't know, first high-end card? Because, I mean, we've had SRs, but come on. Burgermon, Growlmon, Ganimon, Great Maelstrom, Hormone Blast. Oh, Wizardmon X antibody. We have 2 of each now. Yakimon, Rentabari. It's like, it doesn't look like it's auto-focusing. Monimon, Lampmon, Rise Greymon, Shining Blast. Nah, man. We're getting close, but we're not hitting the home run. Yeah, I feel so stupid about these packs. The extra cards that come in there. I have not seen the opening for the advanced deck, so I didn't know what was in there. You got Greymon, Pyro Dragons, Gekomon, Chuchumon, Asamon, Geogreymon, Jokermon, Shogun Gekomon, Wormmon, Lovewormmon, Gundramon, Balmon X Antibody, and final Crossblade. Well, we got a Balmon X Antibody. He's not in the final build, but like I said, I was debating about him. Since we have one, we might as well run him and see how we feel about him. You know? I mean, we already have him. Might as well. Like one. Go autofocus. Adorable. Absolutely adorable. Whoop. Calamarimon. Zenimon. Pillowmon. Heavy Burgermon. Impmon X Antibody. There's number 3. Gilmon. Jet Mervamon. Great artwork. I would not say no. Ari Suzaki. Torikawa Balmon. V-Laser. And Paledramon. Wow, we haven't seen a single one of those 7th. I totally forgot what they're called. Oh well. We're just going to call them 7th. Otamamon, you can tell how much I actually am looking forward to that card compared to the others. Potamon, Vmon, Pyro Dragons, Gokumon, Jagamon, whoop, Wizardmon X, and oh my god, Wizardmon X Antibody, I can't talk. 3 apiece right now. It's kind of hard to see with the light. Whoop, I hit the mic, sorry guys, I'm trying to adjust this stuff so I can actually see. So I moved them up, that doesn't help the Wizardmon X Antibody, but oh well. 3 apiece, and then the Balmon X. Daemon, Xvmon, 7th full cluster, that's what it's called. War Growlmon, and a Grand Krogamon. Nice. Last pack, guys, last pack. Can we see an Impmon or Wizardmon X Antibody complete the playset, or can we see one of the big guys show up? Growlmon, Yasamon, Mercurymon, Sagamon, Gekomon, Flamemon, Burgamon, Kanzimon, Burning Greymon, Ryoma, Morgami, Imperialmon Dragon Mode, and oh, we did pull a big one, a really big one. Shoutmon X7 Superior Mode. That's a pull. The artwork looks absolutely... Let me see if I can get it closer to you guys. The artwork looks absolutely amazing. The blade has like an effect on it. God, this card is... Even the X does. This card is amazing. Honestly, that's not usable for this deck, but that is an amazing. That makes me want to build Shoutmon. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, guys, pretty insane pulls. I'm gonna go build a deck because we pulled the 7th cluster. We got 3 out of the 4 for both X antibodies here. Got a Beelzemon X antibody, but of course we didn't hit one of the biggest in Beelzemon X. But hey, we got pretty good out of 15 packs. We pulled what, 6, 7, 8 cards out of 15 packs that are usable, plus an amazing Shoutmon X7 Superior mode. All right, guys, time for me to even change sleeves and build that deck. We've actually made a pretty good dent on our actual gold deck list. Now, if you remember our Digitama deck, 3 Yammon, 2 Pokemon. We literally have this built, guys, already. I mean, it's fantastic to have the egg deck done 100%. Like I said, I am thinking about taking one of these Yammons and putting in another Pokemon, but I'm not 100% sure yet. I'm going to see how it feels, but yeah. 3 Yammon, 2 Pokemon so far. Digi-Egg deck done. Feels amazing, guys. Now, outside of that, to our actual main deck, let's go over the Impmons. Obviously, we have the one promo Impmon that we talked about. Like I said, it's just an extra one to put in to have another name. But outside of that, we obviously are joined by the newly restricted EX2 Impmon. It is a shame to see him go, but hey, that's not all our Impmons though. We obviously now are going to start talking about the 4-ofs. The structure deck, starter deck, advanced deck. I hate the ST and I'll keep saying it a million times. Impmon. Obviously, originally I only had 3 of these. Bumping it up to 4 to fill that Impmon gap and make sure we have no name. Now moving to the Impmon that is number 1 in all of our hearts. The original Sassy BT2 Impmon. Just amazing and a lot stronger now more than ever in this deck because it is such essential. This is going to be a shame. You saw the pack opening. We were 1 off on the Impmon X antibody. Much like the Wizardmon X antibody, we're 1 off of the playset. And because we're missing a few cards, I put in some more 3s. And they are Candlemon. He is from the advanced deck. Honestly, one of them was to fill for the X antibody. One is to cover for the Wizardmon X antibody. And I needed one more card in the deck. And I just decided to throw him in just to make sure we had enough 3s to cover the board. Moving to the 4s and starting with one of my favorite Digimon, a Digimon I actually cosplayed in person. Wizardmon. Like I said, guys, we have the deck looking very great. We're literally only missing, the Impmon X antibody, and as I mentioned, the Wizardmon X antibody. We are missing one of those, as I mentioned, just like the Impmon X antibody. I can't even talk. And knowing we're only 1 away, BT12 is a set we're definitely chasing after. Because so far, we're only missing 2 cards from the final build. Next, going to our 5s, obviously, the Beelzemon. Again, another card where our playset is complete. It's looking good. And our Beelzemon X antibody, which we also have from BT12. So hey, another card there. So far, we are only missing 2 cards from this build being done. Isn't that insane? Next, we'll go to the Beelzemons. Of course, we have 2 BT2s, and we have 2 from the advanced deck. Again, this is great. This is what we need, and this is what we want from the build. We are looking so close to completing this deck. But now, here's where the problem comes in. I play 3 Blast Mode because we need a boss monster, we need a boss Digimon, and because we have not pulled a Beelzemon X antibody from BT12 in the opening this time, maybe next time hopefully, a problem has formed. Now, obviously, we'd be running 2 of the blast mode and 2 of the X antibody if we had it, but we don't. So, guys, obviously, we are missing 4 cards so far from our final build. 1 Impmon X antibody, 1, well, Wizardmon X antibody, and, oh, you'll notice a trend here, 2 Beelzemon X antibodies. That's right, everything we're missing, X antibodies. Obviously, from the deck, we know our Tamer, Iron Mako. We got the playset. Amazing, awesome, adorable. As I said, I love the Digivice. It's my favorite of the Digivices. Moving to our options, Deathslinger. Do I need to go over why this card's good? No. Next, Rivals Barrage. Playset done. We have the 1 7th full cluster, which we pulled today. It's not useful yet, but I'm keeping in the build just to show you guys, hey, it's almost done. And then, of course, the 2X antibody. So, if you guys remember the gold deck list, and you look at this deck list, we are missing 4 cards, guys. Count them, 4. They're all X antibodies. Impmon, Wizardmon. Oh yeah, the 2 Beelzemon X antibodies, which are SRs. It might be a little bit more difficult, but this is the deck we're running, guys. I think it's amazing that we're only 4 cards away from completing this, and I'm so excited that when this is completed, we choose another deck, and there's one I'm really hoping for. And so I think if there's no comments whenever this deck's built, I'm going to choose the next deck. But let's get into the matches. Alright guys, it's time for the Digimon match. We only have one against CrossFlux. Links are in the description below for his channel. He's kind of been on a hiatus, big time, working on a bunch of new visuals for series, working on some videos, working on getting a new computer. He had a lot of stuff going on. He'll probably have an update video on his channel at some point discussing everything that's gone on. But yeah, guys, check him out because when he makes his return, trust me, there's going to be a lot of content. So in this first match, I do want to note and stress this. I have talked about this before, probably at this point, throughout the channel, but I got sick. I lost my voice for about 2 weeks, which made working on the audio very tough. I started to get my voice back, and fireworks have been going nonstop since the beginning of July for like a week straight. And so by the time I'm able to record audio without fireworks constantly going off, this video has been delayed like 3 weeks. All that was left was the audio, guys. And let me tell you, it's been annoying to try to record this and the Yu-Gi-Oh! Series audio at the same time. But yeah, I'm doing it. I do want to note here, this purple Beelzemon deck, the changes to the ban list, I practiced for like a week and a half with the other deck list before hearing the news about the ban list. And I was like, oh my god, this ban list changed my deck. And so I had to come up with a new gold deck list. I had to come up with all this stuff in like a week's time. And by the time I got this one match recorded, I was like, I'm just going to put this episode out. And that's when I got sick, lost my voice, couldn't record the audio, couldn't record an outro. And it really made things difficult, guys. Which is such an absolute bummer because I really wanted to get this out quick. But I know I've been working on things while I was sick, where I couldn't record audio. I've been working on things, changing my lighting setup, making sure that next time I record a match, it'll look slightly better. This time I did implement the card images, so even in the case of this match where you can see CrossFlux, there's a big glaring issue with some of his cards. You're still being able to see what card he's playing, able to read the effect. Obviously, at any point, if you need to pause or go back, you definitely can. If you just wanted to read a card effect or something, or look at what he's milling, or technically revealing and selecting and then putting back. But yeah, both of our decks are, mine's double sleeved, so my deck will look a lot bigger than his. But yeah, both of our decks are really trying to churn through our decks to get the pieces we need. And so we're both thinking in our head, the longer this match goes on, deck out could be a real possibility. And one real big issue with, I think, not only is this being the first time I face a Jesmon, Huckmon deck, is my deck has such a capability to pop those low level 3s and level 4s. And it's really tough. Cross is trying to Um, really trying to churn through and get the pieces he needs. But I'm also just kind of going in, being aggressive, and trying to hit his security as much as possible. And, as of right now, I look like I have a big advantage. He has a bigger Digimon on the board at this point. But, I have 5 security. He's down to, I believe, 2. So yeah, it's a grave situation from Essence, but he's all about recovery, getting the big guys, and so at this point it is definitely one of those things that obviously misplays could happen. um you know like I said, this deck, the ban list hit, and within a couple days I full on had to rework this deck. I had to rework absolutely everything I was doing with it, in essence, because one of the biggest cards was hit from 4 to 1 copy, so I need to find 3 cards that fit in. By the time I did that, I really didn't have time to test the consistency I needed to record. Got this recording done, was ready to record audio when I got sick, lost my voice, and by the time I got my voice back, I'm rambling about it again, but the fireworks for like a week straight. And it's caused this thing to be delayed. And I have other videos I had planned to go before this that are already going to release. So this and the Yu-Gi-Oh series just delayed, and I hate it. I hate that even when I have everything perfectly scheduled to release, life finds a way to intervene. But that doesn't mean I'm going to give up. And then just like this match, I'm not going to give up even though he has the bigger Digimon. I'm burning through my deck. I'm trying to, trying to keep up to make sure I can keep that pressure on and get him down, because once he has a big Jesmon or a Jesmon GX, something like that on the board, it could be difficult to get rid of unless I mill the right stuff in the right situation. Also, the amount of milling has slowed down a little bit, mainly because the hit to the Impmon from EX2 being it to 1 hurts. I may tweak around this deck list sometime later, but for the next episode, guys, remember, we are heavily going to focus on Yellow Hybrid. And just to let you know, I have everything ready to record that episode. So expect the Yellow Hybrid episode, and I'll probably say this in the outro, the Yellow Hybrid episode to be only two weeks out after this releases, because I am already starting to record it as soon as I'm done with the outro. The outro obviously is being recorded after this, but yeah, by the time this releases, I gave myself 2 weeks exact. If it features matches, it features matches. As I find more people to do matches with, and if the match quality is good enough, I am thinking about uploading full versions of the matches. If they're high enough quality, let me know what you guys think. I obviously have a new setup I said I'm going to test out in the next episode. And so, yeah, I'm thinking of maybe doing the full Digimon matches either on here or on Patreon. If you want to check out Patreon, links in the description below. But yeah, guys, at this point, Cross has taken a pretty big advantage. We forgot this one actually is a double break, so boom. 2 done. 2 much security gone. So at this point, he's down to 1 security, I'm down to 3, but he has GX on the board. An alt art, I mind you. And in this situation, I'm thinking, I'm really trying to play this deck right. But like I said, I play tested a lot, having a lot of the EX2s and having the deck flow a lot more consistently. This deck is still powerful without the 3 EX2s, but it loses such consistency that I was used to playtesting, that I feel like I'm making mistakes, that I'm miscalculating stuff. And honestly, being rusty, and this is why I wish I could play Digimon more and find more people to duel against in Digimon, is I sometimes miscount stuff. There's sometimes with security, you'll see me accidentally pay too much, and I move it over, or I forget to move it, and then I get corrected. I know there's a couple of times since match Cross is like, oh, you paid too much, or I didn't move it, like he moved it there, and I that time I moved it, but there was a few times he moved it and I didn't. Or there's sometimes where my plus 1 memory, I didn't actually count it. And then I get reminded. I'm like, oh, dang, yeah, I need to move this over. I have more memory than this. And, you know, it's one of those things with this deck. A lot's going on. Actually playing it for the first time is, you know, kind of, it's fun. But I just wish I could play it more and had more people to play against, especially for this series, guys. So obviously, if you play Digimon or you're checking out this series, I probably should say this beginning of the video. Obviously, reach out to me on Discord, Instagram, Twitter, whatever, and we can face off. But yeah, no, honestly, he has built up a board. I'm down to 1 security. And at this point, I'm just thinking, well, I have to draw right. You know, there's Pokemon. Rivals Barrage pop. Bring back Beelzemon. Play Beelzemon. And this is actually a part where I overpaid. But yeah, I am Mako. I'm thinking, oh, cool. Effects, stack, oh, memory, things blow up. Yay. So we actually, you know, Beelzemon, and gain memory. This is where he actually tells me I gain more memory. I was like, oh, okay, go back, swing in, take the first round. Second round of this match, I do have to say this one was rough. Because you can see Cross here really looking at what he's playing. You know, he gets the Blanc because he needs a Systemon to cycle through. Those 2 do go to the trash, unfortunately. But yeah, so he passes that at my turn. You know, I go Pokemon into Impmon. And at this point, I have enough, you know, to keep him on low memory and continue to, you know, put out a decent amount of pressure. Because now he pays 3 going to 0 to bring out Blanc. Discard's emergency program shutdown. Now, I do want to say Cross does realize the deck isn't fully optimized. And so he does go into Beelzemon into his Digitama area. But yeah, his deck, he realizes there's better optimization to it that he needs to do. But he also likes trying out little tech choices. You know, just like with Yu-Gi-Oh!, just like with a lot of card games, you always want to maybe try those little techie options. But yeah, I swing on Wizardmon thinking nothing will hurt me, and I run into a Jessmon face first, a giant middle finger to my Wizardmon. And so yeah, I discard 2. Of course, the Candlemons, I regret putting them in every moment because they do not see any use throughout this entire thing. I hated it. I was hoping to see the Candlemon, but no, nothing. Absolutely nothing with them. They're useless. I regret putting them in. But yeah, he starts digging. He's hoping he can get something going. One thing about Cross I realize is he doesn't like to bring his Digitama, use his like rookies as a Digitama deck, which is sometimes makes his gameplay a little slow, and I don't think that. I mean, yeah, definitely for this matchup where I could pop 3s and 4s very easily with this deck. Yeah, but once you get into that 5 range, like the Beelzemon, I think you're a little bit safer and can bring that out. Because you can see here, I'm attacking, I start discarding, but yeah, I start chipping away. I'm still at 5 security. And yeah, he ends up losing, going down to 3 security. I'm still at 5. I go into Beelzemon just to trash top 3. I do discard the one of Impmons that allows me to send the other 2. Oh, Barrage and Wizardmon. Gain another memory. And, okay, another Impmon. But yeah, no, the deck has a lot of possibility. It's really fun to play. But I definitely feel the issue of not properly optimizing the deck strategy. I got clunky. I need to make sure I need to play more so I can do better with the memory tracking, the security, the effects, sequencing stuff a little bit better. I think the next recording session I do with Cross, I want to ask him to do a little bit different and maybe try to not stage it or anything. Not stage it. I don't want it to come across like I'm trying to say we're staging it. But the next match, I want us to be a little bit more optimized by it. So yeah, we lose Impmon. The Barrage gives us a bunch of Death Slingers. Double Death Slinger gives us memory. We go into blast mode. I count. Got 20 in the deck, or in the trash. Means we gain 3 memory, swing for game. Our Beelzemon deck took quite a journey. I had it built, episode was ready to go, and then a limit happened. One of the most important Impmons in our deck got limited to 1. That changed the structure of the deck. So, honestly guys, I was in the middle of recording this episode. I've probably stated this multiple times by now, but I want to reiterate just how much of a pain it was and the journey this has been on. Alright? First off, I am solid with my list. I start looking for matches. I find someone and they say, "Oh man, sorry about the Impmon hit." I'm sorry, what Hitmon Imp? Did I just say Hitmon Imp? Impmon hit. Oh god, it's mentally messing with me still. And so, honestly, I had to go back and not only redo the gold deck list, but the deck we were using this episode. And I may tweak the gold deck list a little bit more in another episode. But I want to be honest here. Next episode, it is all going to be about Yellow Hybrid. That's right, guys. A new gold deck list for Yellow Hybrid, as well as a bunch of amazing packs. Guess what? We won our match against CrossFlux. And because we played less than 3, we get 10 base packs, plus 5 for winning a match. We're going to have over 15 packs to open next episode, guys. Don't forget the Patreon packs is included in that. But, guys, honestly, I want to be real with you. I've already started recording that Yellow Hybrid. I had to wait for fireworks to get done, so I couldn't record. But now that fireworks are done, I'm recording audio, and as audio is recording, I'm starting to film other stuff. I start working on the gold deck list. Yellow Hybrid is already a go. Episode 5 is already a go. But that pretty much is wrapping up episode 4. We won our match. We know episode 5 is going to be amazing. And I promise you this time it will be 2 to 3 weeks before the next episode. That's it. No more months waiting. I am sick and tired. So match or no match, Yellow Hybrid, not to mention I don't imagine Yellow Hybrid is going to get hit anytime soon. So expect the Yellow Hybrid episode to be out within a week, maybe a week and a half. If I get 3 matches, then, if they can all fit in that time, it may take a little bit more time to edit. But honestly, guys, if you're interested in dueling me in this Digimon series or want to play against me in Digimon, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, join me, add me, guys. Come on, let's play some Digimon. But thank you guys so much for watching, and hope you enjoy episode 5 and the Yellow Hybrid updates. And until next time, tag out.